Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, yesterday I was really tired because we had like a school activities today, so I was really tired. So I'm gonna do videos today. So I am home alone, which is why I'm in my family room, and I was just watching Race to the Edge. And I was just watching Gone Gustav Gone, which kind of correlates with today's video. So today's video is on why Viggo is the best villain in How to Train Your Dragon. Partially, now of course you guys know Viggo is my favorite villain, but that's not because he's my favorite, it's just because I like him for certain reasons. All the other villains in How to Train Your Dragon, they're not dumb, but they're just not as smart as Viggo. So, we will start with the first villain to ever appear in How to Train Your Dragon, which of course is another dragon, the Red Death. Now, of course, the Red Death is a dragon, which means that it can be easily apprehended because it is a dragon. So it's not as smart as humans. However, it's dragons, so it's not going to be on this list. This list, I'm going through the villains and the human villains in How to Train Your Dragon and why they're not as good as Viggo. So, we start with the first villain to ever appear, which is Alvin the Treacherous, and this is in the Rise of Fans of Berg series. So, Alvin, his motives, he just wants revenge on Stoic, really, because of past reasons we don't know. But he's not the smartest fish in the pond, so Hiccup and Stoic can easily apprehend him and get past his evil plans. Now, of course, there's Dagger. Now, of course, we don't usually think Dagger is the villain up until about the third season, or the fourth. It's one of those two in Red Touched Fairies of Berg. And then when we found he is the villain, of course, Hiccup is able to apprehend him. Now, of course, he's a lot harder to get rid of and put in prison in Berg than in Race to the Edge. And that partially has to do with the fact that by the time Race to the Edge comes along, Hiccup knows every one of Dagger's moves. Which is why in the episode I last watched on Gustav Gone, Hiccup was able to think. Hiccup was able to make Dagger think that the dragon eye was gone forever by using an unlikely tool, Gustav. Now, of course, this just shows how smart Hiccup is, because throughout this entire episode, when I first saw it, I didn't even know that was part of Hiccup's plan. So, what this seems like, it just seems like Hiccup is going after Gustav, but then we found that this was actually a plan of Hiccup's all along. This entire thing was a plan. And when I found that out, I was like, what? I was genuinely confused. Of course, by the time season 3 comes along, Dagger, he is still a villain, but he is not the main villain. We get to meet Riker, Viggo's older brother. And of course, Riker is head of the dragon hunters. And of course, Riker is smart, but not as smart as Viggo. And now we'll come to, I'm gonna skip Viggo right now because I want to talk about Drago and Grimmel. So Drago, like every revenge plan, has flaws. Of course, his theory was this: I have the Alpha Dragon. No dragon can resist the Alpha's command, but he didn't count on the bond Hiccup and Toothless share. So now it's no dragon can resist the Alpha's command without his rider. And then there was Grimmel, whose motives was completely messed up. He did everything to Hiccup just because he wanted to be the person that killed every single Night Fury. That's a little messed up. So now I come to Viggo. So Viggo is my favorite villain push because Viggo is really smart. Viggo is just as, if not more, smart than Hiccup. And of course, the reason Hiccup takes so long to get rid of Viggo is because Viggo loves games. Preferably, his favorite game, Maces and Talents, which is pretty much the equal to Dungeons and Dragons in our world. And Viggo loves this game. He plays this game in real life with Hiccup, and that is why Hiccup is always never able to apprehend him, because Viggo knows Hiccup's every move. He knows if Hiccup does one thing, that he will be able to get him with this, but if Hiccup does another thing, well, I'll hit him with this. Now, of course, the odd time Hiccup does hit Viggo with the odd move Viggo does not expect, but then Viggo adds it to his playbook. Now, of course, as said in Race to the Edge first episode, Dragon Eye the Beholder, Part 1, Dagger, when he had given Hiccup the choice to either save his friends or go after Dagger, he says, "Oh, so disappointing," when he doesn't go after him, but so Hiccup. And in Ryder/Fires of Burke, when I think they're playing hide and seek or something, I'm not sure, but Hiccup and Astrid are playing some kind of game, and Astrid says, "Hiccup, so predictable." That is why it takes Hiccup so long to apprehend Viggo, is because Hiccup is predictable. Viggo knows his every move. Viggo knows everything Hiccup is going to do. So that is why it takes them up until season 5 to defeat Viggo. Yeah. And like I said, the odd time Hiccup will hit Viggo with a move he does not expect. But then Viggo adds it to his playbook. And of course, Hiccup is really good at maces and talons, as we have heard, but he doesn't play it as much as Viggo does. And that is why Viggo is the best villain in How to Train Your Dragon and the hardest to catch. So that's my point of this video. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for the next video, which is going to be on Buffaloid Soldier. Alright, see you.